guest request the box. I'm gonna put y'all in no particular order.
Hi.
Hey, Miss Witty, thank you for joining the show.
Thank you for having me.
What have you been up to on this Sunday?
Well, just cleaning, cooking, tolerating children.
I like that word, tolerating children. Are they your children?
Huh?
Are they your children?
Yes, they are. Get inside.
Yeah, Project High School.
Sorry, I had to go inside and get my booklet. I almost lost it. My notes, my answers.
You're totally fine. You're totally fine. All right. So, what did you cook for the kids?
Haven't cooked yet. I'm gonna cook after the show.
Nice, nice. What are you
Yeah, for
planning?
lunch we just do simple stuff like sandwiches, chips, and stuff like that. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right, Witty. For the people that don't know you, are you on Scout or Meet Me? How long have you been on the platform?
I'm on Meet Me. I've been on the platform for 5 years.
What do you find most interesting about this platform in the 5 years that you've been on here?
You said the most interesting?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Huh.
It's hard to just put one out there, huh? I know, right?
Woo.
What's for dinner?
Can I talk to you in a minute?
Yeah,
Okay, shut the door, please.
dinner, please.
In a minute. I guess the drama. Are we keeping it real today, or are we putting
No,
on a
we
front?
always keep it real. I don't want answers. I don't. This is what makes the show great. If we don't want nobody like agreeing with anybody. If you have the same answer, it's okay. Just make it in your own words. But however, we do look for real, authentic thoughts and opinions that's personalized to just you. And so, yeah, you like the drama. Me too. I think for me, it's always been the people, Witty. It's like having be able to connect with people in Canada, England, Brazil. You know, in everyday life and aspect, I as a single parent full time, I never had that, and I never thought I'd be talking to somebody in England or Canada or Brazil and actually becoming friends with them. So that's what brings me here day in and day out. So yeah, we can keep it real. That's the way I
Well,
like it.
I wouldn't say I like the drama, but it's definitely the most interesting part of being. Can y'all like what? They know I have a show. I don't know. Anyways, it's
Okay,
it's
okay.
it's
Give
the
mom
most
out of mom's
interesting part of the app because you can go from being cool with somebody to not being cool with somebody real quick, and then when they don't like you, then other people don't like you, and vice versa. It goes both ways, and so then you go from having a whole circle to and a whole bunch of associates and friends on here to all of a sudden you could like one time I had to cut off 20 people because they were all associated in the same group.
I like
And
it.
that's just crazy.
All right, let me ask you one last question, Miss William. We'll let you get out the box.
There you
We got one last question for you.
go. Okay.
Um, what advice would you give to a new screamer that just came to the platform and interested in doing what we do?
Um, have thick skin. Don't get easily offended. Um, there's a lot of banter on here. Some is just friendly banter, and some um, is you know can be really really negative people that just want to tear you down. But especially if you do randoms. So I mean, a lot of people that are new, they're not going to be able to handle the randoms. So I mean, if you just can't handle it, don't do the randoms. You don't do random battles. Stick to just the people you know. And then just stay out of the drama. Try to as much as you can, as much as you can. Sometimes it's unavoidable. Definitely defend yourself, and say your side if you have to, but keep it minimal.
I like that.
You know.
And that is your witty two shoes tonight. I'm gonna let herself out the box for y'all just joining. We're going through the guest introduction. Welcome to the cutoff with D'Angelo Jones. We're gonna put the next special guest in the box. Okay. Wait a minute. Who let this guy in here? Who put him in the box? What up, Sin City, Robert?
How you doing today?
I know, right? How's your Sunday going, brother?
It's going good. I went to the gym, got tan, I went to Starbucks, and now I'm all.
I can see it over your eyes. Like I can see you had the pads over your eyes because you're a little darker, you're a little more pale there. Yeah. And I don't think this guy right here actually needs an introduction, but for the people that don't know Robert or ever met Sin City, Robert, what app are you on, and how long have you been on the platform?
I started off on POF, and then until they separated, then I merged over to Scout Meet Me. So, but I kind of like the Scout Meet Me a lot better because it's the platform I like, and also the people. This is where my my support's at for sure on the Meet Me Scout side. Yeah,
I like it.
POF is just a little different, and they're still critiquing their platform and still working on it, and it's just you know little by little.
Yeah. I agree with that. I'm on that side a lot too, and I would agree with that. I'm originally a POFer that came over to the Meet Me side, so after the split, so I can totally agree with that. All right, so Robert, for somebody that's going into like they got a little motion, they got some traction, and they've been here a second. What advice would you give them on their top badge journey? They say, hey, I think now I've been here a minute, I like it, I want to become a top badge.
So yeah, being consistent and reaching out to your supporters. Like if some people are supporting you, go back and tell them thank you, and give them some love too. Just don't expect always getting gifts. Sometimes it's good to go back and thank you, maybe hanging out in the stream, and be consistent on streaming. If you're gonna be streaming at 6 o'clock at night, continue to be there, because if you're not, your supporters will go find somebody else to take over your 6 o'clock time. So be consistent and be yourself and be real.
For somebody that's thinking that they have to have a lot of money, like crazy top badges to become a top badge, the old myth there. Can most top badges on here, even if they have drama, they're about 90% content based in some type of way, right? So would you tell them don't be afraid to be themselves, because their content is their personality pretty much?
I would say yes. So their content can be their personality. If they have any hobbies or any skills, like maybe singing, maybe dancing, maybe drawing, maybe implement a game that includes diamonds in the game, and then you can actually generate income or diamonds through the game that you're playing, and diamonds will come that way. But you don't need to actually have money to actually be a top badge. I know there's a lot of few top badges on here that actually became a top badge because they're creative and they made a good stream and they were likable, lovable people that they interacted with, and they just be themselves, and they can do it. And keep going. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your supporters, man. You'll get there one day. You will.
I love that. All right. One thing you dislike about screaming. It could be POF, it could be Meet Me, just the live streaming world in general that you have experienced.
I mean, I know there's those trolls, the lurkers. They want to set you up. They want to troll you, and then they want to get you under your skin and push buttons, and then they record you and post you on these IGs, and they make you look like a bad person. And like sometimes you're just having a bad day that day, so they find the worst of you, the bad day, the good day, whatever day, and they just post that stuff. I mean, I know that's what they want to do. They get entertained by that kind of stuff, but it's just kind of irritating. And I know that POF is so new. The app is just still growing and evolving. It was just with the boxes, it was real slow, and then the letters were real small. It's just time for that. It was just really difficult to actually stream over there. But I'm still streaming over there. But I do like this platform because this was the platform we were really on. We were actually on this platform. But it's just the trolls that want to set you up and get underneath your skin. I know. And then they start recording you and making you look like a bad person. But sometimes it's not really you that day. That day you just had a bad day, or you might have said the wrong thing. And then they recorded you that moment. And all of a sudden, actually, I like it because I love haters, because they go on there and then they come in my stream like, oh, yeah, you still recording. You still doing this. You still doing that. So that brings more traffic to my stream. But then it's like, man, and then you have to like kind of explain yourself. Like, I'm not doing that no more. Thank you for coming to my stream. It's like, because they're making you like an image of somebody else that
Yeah, it's really not. All right, that's your Sin City Robert for tonight. We're gonna let the next special guest in the box. We're gonna let himself out the box. For
Thank
y'all that's just joining, welcome to the cutoff with D'Angelo Jones. We're going to the guest introductory, and then we're gonna get to the questions. We got 2 more guests to go.
Hey. How are you? I'm Steph. How's it going?
Hey, Steph, how's it going?
Going good. All right. I'm a little nervous. I've never been on a show before.
It's okay. We're gonna walk you through what you've been up to this Sunday.
Nothing much. Actually, just cleaned up a little bit, and that was about it.
How long have you been on the platform, and which platform are you on?
I'm on Meet Me. I have been on Meet Me since it was my yearbook,
Me too.
and I've only been streaming for about 8 or 9 months. So,
What do you think in your 8 or 9 months? What's the biggest thing you think you learned about screaming?
you gotta have a thick skin.
I hear this thick skin word I've been hearing it all evening. I'm loving it. The thick skin is definitely
Gotta have a thick
a real
skin.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like you said, like Sin City said, there's so many trolls and there's so many awful, like, rude people that if you start to believe or you start to, let it affect you, you're not going to be able to stream the right way.
Yep. I agree with you. Okay. What's one thing you enjoy about other screamers on this platform? It could be your favorite screamer, your medium favorite screamer, just any screamer in general that comes to mind.
I like seeing people's personalities come out. Not, when you could tell they're being kind of fake or anything, but when you see a real personality come out and real emotions, real thoughts, real feelings, I like that the most when you get to know somebody like that.
I like that too. All right, Steph, we're going to let you out the box until we call you back. All right. And then we got Synergy. He was here last week and he brought a lot of energy. Hey, big guy.
What's going on, D'Angelo? It's good to
Not
be
much
back.
what you up to.
Not much, man. We got kind of we did a last minute audible, and here we are.
What?
But hey, it's all good, man. It's all good.
What have you been up to this Sunday? Nothing much?
Not much, man. I was actually streaming, but sometimes duty calls, and here we are.
Okay. Wait, I'm honored, man. Thank you.
Hey, no, I enjoyed it last week. I had a good time, so I was excited to be a part of it again. So
I like that. I appreciate it a lot. Okay, so Synergy, for the people that don't know you, what platform are you on and how long you been here?
I'm the same as like some of the others. I started off on POF. I've been on here since 2020, and now full-fledged Meet Me streamer since ever since the split. So now I'm on Meet Me exclusively, and so yeah, and I pretty much stream every other day, every other night actually. You can catch me on, and just come on over and we'll have a good time. It's a good vibe.
All right, with that, nothing more need to be said. We're gonna let them out the box. All right, y'all pick who goes first, the women or the men? Who went first last week? Who's going first this week? I think the men go. Okay, can I have the 2 guys back in the box? Welcome to the cutoff with D'Angelo Jones. We're finna get this thing started with the questions. I'm excited. I'm actually excited. Okay, so how this works is for everybody that's just viewing, we do 2 rounds where we put the guys in the box by themselves and then the ladies in the box by themselves. And then on top, if we're not pushing time constraints, then we will put the ladies and the guys in the box at the same times, and we might only do 1 round of just solos. Okay.
Sound good?
Yes, I agree.
Is he having try it again, Synergy? Try to do it again.
Am I not in?
I see him in there. I see him.
Yeah. Like I see myself. And do I gotta come? Does he not see me?
Can you guys see me?
I can see you.
Yeah, I don't see him.
I see both you guys. I see you, D'Angelo and Synergy.
I can see. Yeah, I can see all of you. Okay, let me.
I don't know why I
let me
can't
hop
see
out
him.
then.
All right,
Let me try it
let's
again.
both y'all get at the box and come back in.
All
All right, request the box again. I refreshed the Wi-Fi. I don't know why it's doing that. All right, try it again. Let's put him in first. Yeah, I see him. Let's see. Okay.
Oh, let me switch it over. Let me see it there.
All right, we're good. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Hey, guys, I really think we're going to rock these questions. I think we're really going to rock these questions.
Yeah.
All right. And we don't go in order, so it's not going to be in order that it was. Actually, it is. I'm going to start with one this time. Do you continue to date a woman after a disapproval from your family or friends? Anybody can go first. We don't talk over each other, and we don't debate each other's answers.
Go for it. You want to go?
Yeah,
Susie?
I think. I think my friends and family don't really matter. If I'm really in love with, I really care about that person. I'm gonna make my final decision at the end of the day. But they can give me their opinion, but I think it's me and that person's relationship between me and her, not them. So my decision would be, I would make my fully decision after they would give me their opinions, but I would still make the decision. Not my friends or family would make that decision.
Let me ask you a follow-up with that before we get to synergy. Would that make things hard on your relationship because of you can't now go around certain family members or friends because they dislike your significant other?
What I would do is I would be like, hey, I'm bringing my girlfriend, I'm bringing my wife, I'm bringing my fiance with me. If you don't like it, man, then I'm not coming. Like if you want to, you gotta like accept her, you gotta accept me. Like we gotta accept. We're a package deal now. So if you don't want me around, then you won't. I mean, you don't want her around, then you ain't gonna have me around. That's what I'll do.
I like that.
I'll definitely go somewhere else. I'll go find someone that really loves me, that loves her, like cares for both of us together as being together.
I like that a lot,
This
Robert.
is my life partner, man. That's supposed to be my life partner. That's my choosing. So I should have my own choice. They should accept it. They should love me for what I did, even if she did something wrong. We all make mistakes. We're human beings, man. So here's what it is.
I like that. All right, Synergy, same question. What do you got for us?
Yeah, 100%. I agree with Robert there. I feel the same way. If my family or friends both, if they disapprove or whatever, like he was saying, I'm the person that's in the relationship with my partner, right? With the, my girlfriend, wife, or whoever it may be. I'm the one that's dealing with the relationship, not them. So if they can't accept it, or if they have a different opinion from what I do, then unfortunately, that's the way it's going to be. And as you said, the follow-up question, if it's something that, like family events that come up, well, it's a package, right? Like a package deal. If you don't accept her or you don't want her there, well, then, then I'm not going to be coming around. We can always go to her family, or, go to the people, as Sin City was saying, people is going to accept us for who we are as a couple. Then that's the way it's going to be. But, I would ask my friends and family, I'd respect, like, hey, you know what? Respect me in my relationship. If you want me over, then, I would at least ask, if you could see past whatever differences or whatever opinion you may have of this person, to have us over. And if not, well, then, then simply will not be coming over, for whatever functions or holidays or whatever that may be.
I like that. Fun fact about D'Angelo Jones, I actually let my mom, when I was 19, stop me from dating a girl that I really did like. And she turned out to be completely opposite of what my mom thought she was. All right, guys, I'm gonna let y'all stuff out the box. We gotta ask the ladies the same question. I think what we're gonna do is put everybody back in the box after the ladies. All right, ladies, can I get y'all to join the box for the same question? I think the guys' answer was spot on and great. I'm interested to see what the ladies have to say. Welcome back to the box. Welcome back to the box.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. As long as we don't talk over each other, we can answer whoever wants to go first. The question is this: do you continue to date a woman after a disapproval from your family or friends, or man? Date a woman or man?
Yeah, actually, because in reality, when it comes down to it, it's your life, it's your relationship, and what other people think.
For you, Steph, does it make it hard to then, like, some of the relationships you have with like that cousin or that brother or that family friend, to have to bring your significant other around and they disapprove? Does that make it does
I mean-
a strain on your relationships with them and strains on your relationship with your significant other?
It does. It makes it difficult. But and like I said, you just have to tell them it's my life, it's my relationship. I understand what you think. I validate your feelings, but those don't have anything to do with me or my significant other.
Okay. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, Whitty, the same question for you, Miss Two Shoes.
In my opinion, the family's opinion does not matter because they're not going to be the one that's dating them, you know. And what would be your reasoning for not liking my spouse if they're not disrespectful to you? And I mean, and if they were disrespectful to my family, I wouldn't even be with them in the first place, you know. So if I'm with them, obviously I think highly of them. And if you just don't like them for petty reasons, then I'll just cut you off and choose my spouse over you, over a family member.
Well, often, you know, people don't like their family member or friends spouses because maybe due to they think that he or she should be with somebody that's prettier or handsome or more handsome or somebody that has more money or a better job or doesn't have kids. It's multitude, like she says, silly reasons that our family and friends would try to say, hey, or that, you know, this or that about them, you know, right?
Okay, but who made it their business?
Exactly.
So that's my opinion. Who made it their business? Because you're my family member doesn't mean it's any of your business. You know, you're not dating them, so what's it to you? And as long as my spouse, like I said, is not disrespecting you, you shouldn't have something to say. Because there's plenty I could probably say about their spouse. That's why you should mind your own business. As long as I'm happy, you should be happy for me. And I will cut you off before I cut off my spouse. Best believe.
That's what everybody said tonight. Well, y'all just join in. We're going to get the guys back in the box. We ain't going to let the ladies out. Guys, just come on and join the box. And welcome to the cutoff with D'Angelo Jones. We just went through the first round with the guests. We're going to have the men and the ladies in the box. Hey, shout out to Project Baby. He helped me start this show when it got featured back in the day. Like, he's a big fan of the show. My good brother. I'm glad to see him here tonight watching the show. Shout outs to him. He worked on the show so much with me back in the day. All right. How y'all feeling? Did y'all like each other's answers? I did. I think everybody was on point with each other. I think everybody had the same dynamics. I think it was I think it's often get hard because we want our family to love our significant other, our friends to approve, so we can all still have the same like routines and daily schedules and merge relationships healthy like, but it gets hard sometimes to navigate those. I loved all y'all answers. So we're gonna get right into talk two, and I pick who goes first. I give it over. All right, what is the best relationship advice someone has ever given you? Let's start with Synergy, and we'll work our way up to Whitty.
The best relationship advice somebody has ever given to me, I guess I would have to say, you know, I think it's something simple, but something my grandma once told me is that, you know, it's going to take work. It's going to take work and effort. You got to put work and effort into every relationship. And I think that's very important because it kind of ties into something that we talked about last week, right? About putting in the effort and whether just, you know, letting love be the only factor in a relationship. Like, nah, I don't believe in that. That's not enough. Like I think every relationship definitely takes, you know, some kind of effort and put work into it to make it work, to make it last. You know, you gotta, you know, sometimes change things up to keep you know, things relevant, to make the relationship last. Yeah, because it's not going to be easy. You know, it's you know, you can have your ebbs and flows with the relationship. Yeah, it's I don't think it's not going to be, it doesn't have to be extremely tough or hard, right? But it's not going to be easy as well. And I think that makes the relationship even more valuable when it, you know, when you put in that effort, when both sides put in that effort. Let me make that clear, not just one side, when both sides.
And I was hoping you was going to get to that, and that was perfect. And just to share a thought with y'all, so my best advice came from my grandmother, and she said, "Don't stop doing what you did in the beginning, in the middle, or the end, and you can outlast any problem." She said, "Just don't forget the things you did for that woman in the beginning, to continue to do it even in the end, ensure that y'all never stop dating, and you never stop vibing her, you never stop treating her as the first day you met her." All right, Robert, what you got for us, brother?
Yeah, so I learned that just being able to take your time getting into that person, don't rush into like having sex with them, because it's going to be based on a sexual relationship. Jump into a relationship, have sex is like, you know, like you get to know that person, get to know what their maybe their favorite, favorite color is, favorite movies, go do things together, go travel together, get to know each other quick, a little bit better, and be able to communicate and compromising through challenges at life. There's going to be good days, there'll be bad days, and be able to support each other and respect one another. That's all I can say, man. It's just being there for each other and be able to communicate with one another and opening up with
Don't stop communicating.
And I noticed that when you talked about, like, when you first day you meet that girl, you know how you're always, or the man, you're always like, you always eager to meet them and want to take them out. Always try to keep the relationship going like that. So and give, sometimes you have to sacrifice and make effort that you want to be in the relationship. Don't just say, oh yeah, I gave her some flowers 2-3 months ago. No more flowers for the rest of our lives now. Like, we got to continue to keep the relationship going, and something that change it up a little bit, kind of make some spice in it. Maybe go take her out at the movies, go take her on a trip, just spice it up. Like, maybe do something different,
Yeah, that's what I love, y'all guys. As soon as you said keep it, he said keep it with it, switch it up. You might have to do some different things, but don't give up. Keep it.
Yeah, yep, keep it going. Yep.
All right, Steph, what you got for us? The guy's been on fire tonight. What you got for us?
Never go to bed angry or on a bad note.
I heard that before.
Yeah, when you wake up, you're gonna have those leftover angry feelings and start your day off really bad. And not to mention, you don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know if something can happen to that person that day.
Sure.
So why start your day off angry?
That's I love that. I love that. Who can I ask you who gave you that advice? If you don't mind sharing with us?
My mom.
How old was you when your mom gave you that advice? Was you a teenager, young adult, or
I was a young adult. Young adult.
Nice. Did you understand what that advice meant when she gave it to you at the time? We usually don't understand the advice when we get it.
I didn't get that, the whole don't go to bed angry because you wake up angry. So I didn't get it at first.
I like that. Thank you. Whitty, 2 shoes. Best relationship advice you ever got from someone?
Follow your gut, not your heart.
Follow your gut and not your heart. Well, for us that don't know, explain to us what that means, please.
Okay, so a lot of times when we date people and we all have exes, we were blinded by their true intentions or who they really were. For most of the relationship, because of our feelings for them. We didn't want to believe that they would ever do this. We didn't want to believe that they were this type of person or this type of person. And then at the end, it was all clear to us because, and then I think like at the end, you see certain things and then you start seeing more because you put your feelings to the side and then you see the whole big picture. And you're like, oh my gosh, it all makes sense now. This is why this is why this. And, but while we're in that lovey-dovey mode, we just don't see it. And everybody's trying to tell us, but we're not getting it. We're just not getting it. And, so yeah, my sister told me that. I said, well, I don't know if I can trust him. This happened and he said this, but I seen this and something's not adding up. And that's why she said that. And, it really helped me out. Did I always listen to the advice? No. But now
sometimes, hold on, you just said sometimes the family advice or friend advice come in handy a little bit because those people don't care about us. But we know, like, Whitty was also the one who said that we know when you're picking on a person for no reason. She also said in her answer for that.
But if I go to you with advice, then obviously I already know that something's not right. And so I want you to be honest. But, you know, like there are those situations, like you said, that they'll just not like the person because of whatever, you know.
I agree.
And but yeah, if you put your feelings to the side and think of it as look at the situation with no emotions, then you can think more clearly. Not saying be cold-hearted, but when you're trying to figure something out or there's a situation, don't let your heart fog your brain.
I like that. And for y'all just joining, welcome to the Cutoff with D'Angelo Jones. That was Witty, 2 Shoes in the top box. If you like what she's saying, click her name. Please don't be afraid to hit her with that favorite. She's a screamer. Steph as well. We got her in the lower box. We got Top Boss Badge, Sin City Robert. You can click his name and hit him with the favorite. Same as Synergy if you like what they're saying. And we got some great questions coming next. I think this one is one of the most funniest ones. I like this one. All right, Robert, we're going to start with you. The pressure of the boss top badge.
All right.
And all right, so this question is, have you ever been in a relationship where a person was totally dishonest about the simplest things? And give 3 examples if you can.
Oh man.
So first off, have you ever been in a relationship where the person lied about the simplest things? Yes, no?
Not really, but I mean, that I can't think of now because it's kind of hard to remember like the relationships. But I remember certain things that happened. Like I've asked them, like, what? I mean, actually, I found out stuff that they're hiding. Like, you know, they had like a private investigator watching me and shit like that. But then they didn't tell me, and then I found out there was a private eye investigator watching me, and I messaged her. She's like, "What are you talking about? What kind of private guy? What do you mean?" She would act like she didn't know what was going on, but I knew that I was being tracked and all of the other shit. And then I found out I went because the phones were in my name, so I was able to track my own records of my own messages and stuff like that. And I'm like, "Hey," and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I know I've been cheated on in my life and stuff like that." And then she just didn't trust me again.
That's insane, Rob.
She was just tracking
That's
me.
not simple. That's complex.
Yeah.
I would love to look a day into your life. If that's the simplest things that happen to you, I don't want to know the major relationship things that happen to you. Because how did that turn out, though?
It turned out we just figured out our differences and compromised and decided to split ways. You know, we were still friends though. We're split ways. But she has like self-esteem issues, and I'm very outgoing. I like to like go out and have fun, and she wasn't in there. You know, so
I like that. All right, same question for you, Steph. He rocked us with that one. That was explosive. I love it. He take the cake on that.
It's like, I don't think I've ever really been in a relationship where people lie about the little things, because in the beginning, I always say, okay, I don't care what it is. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you say. You have to be honest with me. And if I'm finding out that you're going to lie to me, it's over. It's done. So I've never really had that problem.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. What was one of the bigger things somebody lied to you about that you just took you? No, just something. You ain't got to be big. What was something that just took you by surprise?
About lying about being at work and being at a strip club instead.
Okay. Real quick before we get to Witty, how did that turn out? Give us a quick insight into that.
Oh, it was fine. I we just talked about it, and he's like, "Well, I thought you'd get mad," and I'm like, "No, I'm not mad. I don't care." So that was really about it.
Okay, I like that one too. Okay, Witty.
Yes, I have. And what I realized was that the little lies, they all add up, and the purpose of the little lies is to cover the big lie. So you follow the trail of little lies and you find the big one that they've been hiding the whole time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The big kahuna, the big bang.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when you cut it off, they're like, what did I do? You know, they want to act stupid. You know.
I like it. Yeah. Yeah. Totally agree. All right. Synergy, what you got for us?
I have to agree, yeah, with Whitty, what she's talking about. You know, like the little white lies, the little lies, they definitely do add up to the bigger ones. But for me personally, I think the ones I can remember, like I had somebody kind of, you know, I don't really see it as a big deal, but I had people like I lie about me about their age at first. You know, you come to find out about that later on. It wasn't a big deal for me, but for me, it was just kind of like could have just been up forward with that, you know, from the beginning. It's not a big deal. Um, but like you know, like we were saying, some of that stuff sometimes does add up to the bigger lies. A little bit more of a bigger one, I guess, would be from another ex of, you know, we'd always want to go. I'd always want to go out, or we would go out, and they would always say, oh, they're too tired to go out, or we just stay in. Well, come to find out, you know, after we separated, after we broke up, you know, I mean, she was going out, you know, not with me, but she was going out, you know, with like other people or other dudes. And so I was like, well, now it makes sense, right? Why she was always, you know, too tired to go out or not in the mood to go out.
Oh man, the other dudes is wild. Synergy, I'm sorry that happened to you, man. That happened to me once before too, and I just like, I'm like, okay. So how did that make you feel when you found out that was the lie?
I mean, like I said, the relationship was already over, but still, it definitely still stung. Like it was like, okay, well, shit, you know, I'm sorry, shoot, you know, I should be more. You know, I kind of had like the telltale signs were there, kind of like what Whitty was talking about before. Trust the gut. I should have trusted my gut from the get go, and I probably would have, I would have been able to avoid that. So, but it's still, like I said, it still hurt. Even though the relationship was over, it still hurt. So
it always hurt. I feel that.
Yeah.
All right. For y'all just joining, welcome to the Cutoff with D'Angelo Jones. We got all the special guests in the box. That was Synergy in the bottom box below. If you like what he's saying, make sure y'all don't forget to click his name and hit him with the follow, as well as Sin City Robert next to him stuff, and Whitty Two Shoes up top. They have some amazing answers to some amazing guests. I'm going to jump right into it since we got 3 more questions. We might be able to make it to 2 of them. Let's see which one we want to do. Let me blow my notes real quick. Give me 1 second. Okay.
What are we doing?
All right, I like 4. Can you date someone with a totally different career than you, or a career that you may not agree with? And let's start with Steph.
I don't believe who has what job matters. I mean, as long as nobody has a criminal career, then the career doesn't matter.
So you okay with dating an escort?
Hmm?
You okay with dating an escort or a movie star?
That's their job. You know, I mean, they get paid money for that. And
I like her. No, I'm loving your answer. I'm not. That's why I'm trying to get you to open up more. I told you I got you. Go ahead. Just explain it to us.
Basically, I mean, as long as I know, you know, that this person is loyal and that's just their job and they keep it separate, I'd have no problem with that.
You such a sweetheart, Steph. I swear you are, man. I swear, see even worse. She's such a sweetheart. All right, Robert, what you got for us?
Yeah, I totally agree with Steph. Yeah, the job doesn't really matter as long as they're contributing to the relationship. And even if they're like a stripper, a call girl, whatever it is, it could be like a police officer, firefighter, whatever job they have. Even if they make more money than me, I'm okay with them making more money than me, and I'll be accepting of it. They're contributing to a relationship. I contribute to a relationship. We love each other. We put our money in the bank account, and we live happily ever after. But we're gonna go through our ups and downs and our issues, but I'm okay with her having any kind of job as long as she's like loyal and honest to me, and she tells me what's going on, and I'll be okay with it.
Yeah, I would say I tried to date a cop one time before I came on to Plenty of Fish, and I kind of stayed on Plenty of Fish. I don't think I'd date another cop. But all right, Synergy, what you got for us?
I will say Plenty of Fish is definitely I've definitely had some wild stories from that dating site. But anyway.
Hey, did the police officer say she arrested you one day? No, I'm joking. I know you're funny.
So she told me, listen. Okay, just a quick insight for y'all about the police officer.
That was
So,
just funny though.
I was used to the last relationship I had before I went to meet me. I meet plenty of fish. I was looking for love and didn't find it. Fell into live streaming. I was trying to date because I'm a single dad, right? Well, the cop told me that she was a public service worker. And then one day she took me to her house. It was like we had to stop by her house with something. And as she was doing something, I was sitting on her bed and I looked over into the closet and seen police uniforms. I said, this better not have her name on it. And all the uniforms had her name on it. I took it, grabbed it, went to the kitchen, and said, what's this?
I would have been nervous too. I would have been nervous myself. I would have been nervous around my
That's
I
how
get nervous when they're behind me and I'm driving behind me. I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm like, they're right, learning their plates. I'm like, I'm not doing. I get nervous myself around them things, people.
All right, Sinji, what you got for us, brother?
No, but I agree with Steph and Sin City both. It shouldn't matter. It doesn't matter as long as if the relationship is working, if it's good, going good, whatever they do as a profession, that's their thing. I have in my younger years I've dated a stripper before. It definitely had it had its ups and its downs, but still, like I said, I wasn't judging her for it. I didn't judge her for that. But I think that kind of also taught me, you see the person for who the person is, not exactly what the profession is. And yeah, like they said before, as long as they're not out there, committing crimes, they're doing harming other people, then yeah, it shouldn't matter.
Yeah, I like that. All right, Witty Two Shoes.
Sorry. When he said the ups and the downs, I was thinking about the ups and the downs of the pole.
Sliding down another pole.
I wanted to ask him what was one of the downs, but I didn't say that. I said, we got to get a Witty Two Shoes. I said, we can't. I said, we've been having fun all night on this show.
Anyways, not too much on strippers, okay? Not too much.
No, we love, everybody loves the strippers. Even Steph loved the strippers. Ain't nobody and her man got caught supposed to be at work and not the strip club. We love the strippers. Okay.
Strippers need love too, okay? Okay. So the career, I would say no, because the distastefulness will grow over time, and I think you will grow like a hate for them. Like it'll just get deeper and deeper, the distastefulness, to where you just twins, fuck off. Oh, sorry, the cuss words. Sorry, they were just standing there staring at me.
You're okay.
Sorry. Well, so yeah, if you already don't like it from the beginning, I think over time it's going to be, that little, it's just going to keep nagging at you till you like despise them.
That's what I think. I think if you already, I can't, okay, listen, I think if you don't have an internal problem with the profession already, like if your morals don't already go against it, I think you can be open to it. But if you're a person that says, hey, I don't like dating people in law enforcement, or I don't like dating a lawyer because they're always busy, or like I don't want to date a detective because I'm scared every night to wake up he might not come home, or a police officer because they might not show up, they might not make it out that burning building. I love what he do, but I don't love that he does it. So that always takes a strain, to be a strain in a relationship, because if you always gone like active duty, military men face this a lot. They come home, their wife can cheated on them, they come home, they send all their money home, and they're broke, and they have nothing to come home to.
Right.
It happens a lot to military men.
Right.
Yeah, no, I couldn't date nobody in the military. No. I'm definitely cheating. Sorry, not sorry.
Hey, what he said? I'm definitely cheating. Oh, Lord. Hey, at least he's honest. I love the honesty and the realism. All right. We got time. We're going to squeeze in one more question, and then we're going to tell everybody when we can find y'all live and what times y'all be live, and if y'all got any auction battles or any type of events coming up or other shows, okay? And that's where we can get all of it done on the feature, because they cut it off at the hour point this time. All right. Let's see which one we're going to do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're in it with a streamer question. We're in it, and because I know Robert and me would have a lot to say about this, just personally as top bangers. So, but I think y'all all would. As a streamer or someone a part of the live stream community, anybody here, should you ever share personal and private conversations on your live about other streamers? And we'll start with Robert last and start with Witty first.
No, you should not. I think what's said in private should stay in private. You know, treat others like you would like to be treated, because, you know, if you go expose their business, they can expose yours too. And, you know, even if y'all stop being friends, it shouldn't be exposed. But I will say this, if you expose my ass, I'm exposing you too. So you better be watching what you say about it. So we can go down that road if you want to.
So,
But
hey,
no,
what
should
do
you
say?
know?
If you play with fire, she will burn you.
Yes, but you should never do that. You shouldn't do that to somebody, because, you know, you should be able to have some kind of trust, even though we're streamers and we know that, you know, it can get a little ghetto on this app. You know, we should have tried to have some kind of integrity and respect for each other, because we all know it can get real dirty, real quick. And it can be a never-ending thing. You know, I've seen things that, you know, there's been drama, and that drama will be in effect for years because of what some things that have happened.
If I'm done with you, I'll cut you off. If like you burn me and try to like tear down my character, I'm not gonna navigate on this app with you ever again. If you ever try to tear down the magnitude of my character that I built on this app through the people that I touched and reached, I'm not gonna. You're done. And if you like what he say, if you play with me, I'm gonna burn you. I'm gonna burn you every time. I can do it better. Synergy, what you got for us?
Yeah, we know who keeps receipts, right? We know who keeps receipts.
Yeah.
But I agree with that. But no, I have the same answer. Yeah, no, you definitely shouldn't. I think if something gets said during, you know, a streamer's live stream, like if it's something that's communicated, I understand that as, okay, this is public, or this is public domain, at least within the people that are in here. So anything that gets talked about then, you know, like if it's public information within us, within the stream or in the community, that person's community, you know, if something gets brought up, as long as it's not like slander, or, you know, like you're not putting, you know, you're not stating this person's name. If something comes up, or a conversation that happened during that live stream comes up at another time, for me, I see that as, okay, you know, that's fine. That's you know,
that's synergy. I love you. I love your answers, bro. But that's one of the most controversial thing you have said, and I love that you brought it up. If I heard something on Sin City's Robert Live and he having a bad day, he don't want me to go repeating that to Witty and everybody else. That's the biggest, man. I thought we were, but why would you say I was had that going on in my life? But it is public information, like Synergy says, it has been viewed by people, and it wasn't a private conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
No, let me let Synergy finish. Keep going, Synergy. I just want to point that out. That is one of the biggest controversial things on live stream platform.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, as long as it's with all the parties are still within there, and like I said, you're not switching the story. You're not, putting slander on this person's name. Now, if it's some, because we all have different relationships, different friendships with different streamers on the app. We have off-app conversations as well. Either through Instagram or whatever. That conversation, if it was something that happens there or gets said, that stays there. I understand that as, if that's off the app, that stays off the app. That stays there on the DMs. I'm not bringing any of that stuff, into my stream, into anybody else's stream. So I want to make that clear as well. Like, yeah, definitely, that stays there. Anything on the stream, that's.
I like that. Hey, I love that. Like I say, bro, you come with some energy a lot. All right, Steph, what you got for us on the topic?
Absolutely not. I think private conversations should stay private because, number one, all it does is start drama, unnecessary drama. And number two, being like a social media influencer, basically, you could influence people to think a certain way about a person when that was just your opinion, and now they're thinking that. And that's not right.
Right. All right. I like that. All right. Did we already get? Yeah, we got Witty first. Robert.
Yeah. So I think personal conversations should be kept private, like on DMs and things like that. And in the public, if it's wide open and people speaking about it. But that's the thing, is different interpretations. Like one thing, I might say something and someone can take a whole different interpretation of what I said and how I said it. And then they start spreading it around. That's just crazy, man. It's just wild how I come across a certain way or I speak a certain way. Like, damn, this guy was like being crazy and wild. Like, that's just who he is. They didn't get to know you. Or they'll come in the middle of the conversation, not know what's going on. We have a full-fledged conversation going on. Oh, what did you say? Like, they don't even know. They didn't hear the whole conversation, what was going on. They're going to jump right in the middle of jump in the pool like, whoa. Like, so you got to be careful.
People and messaging people. Robert's in there talking about you or said your name, and you tell the story they know about it. It's nothing bad. And Robert's in there talking about you. Come quick, and you got a class of people and all the screamer pages in there.
Yeah, I don't like to say anybody's names. I'll just say like a top badge or this. I would just say like a top badge or a VIP, whatever. But I would, if I know them. That's another thing. When if you know that person really well, yeah, you gotta be careful what you tell these people, anyways. Because you have a bad falling out with that person, all of a sudden, all your shit's coming out. Like you and that person were having a relationship or whatnot, and you trust that person. Right when you have a bad relationship.
Robert, why is it like you can have the slightest fallout, like Whitty saying, the next thing you know, you wake up and they don't
want you to do good anymore. They hate you, man. Your hate will just come out, man. They just want nothing to do good for it anymore. They're like, she done me wrong. He done me wrong. Now I gotta go back. It's competition. They want to retaliate. Like, okay, I'm gonna make sure he has his worst life ever. I'm gonna destroy him. He destroyed my life. I'm gonna get him back.
All right. We're going to start with Synergy in the bottom, work our way up. Synergy, Wink. Thank you. First off, thank all y'all for doing the show. Y'all was great. I had a good time. I'm glad the show's back. Y'all was awesome guests. I think, man, it was great. I'm talking about, man, the energy was here. Y'all definitely brought the energy and y'all real thoughts, and I loved it. Synergy, when can we find you? When do you be live? And what you got going on? And we're going to go from Synergy to Robert, to Steph, and Whitty. And if you want, you can leave the box after that. Thank you for being a guest.
Yeah, no, first off, thank you so much again, D'Angelo, for having me again. I appreciate that. But yeah, you can catch me pretty much every other day or every other day at night, actually, streaming on here on the Meet Me app. As far as things coming up, I do have, we have our, I'm part of a show tomorrow, Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Top Badge NorCal. It's Played Against Sports. We talk about sports. If you're a sports fanatic or you just like hearing about it, talking about it, come on by. That's basically all we do. The latest and greatest stuff on the sports world. We talk about it and have a lot of fun in it. That same night, tomorrow also, actually, it's for people Central Time. It's Monday, 11 p.m. Tuesday midnight, I'll also be coming out in Bella Boo's Spelling Bee show. I'll be one of the contestants on there, so I'll be there tomorrow late at night as well. And as far as anything else, that's all I got. But again, like I said, thank you so much again. I appreciate the opportunity, D'Angelo.
Make sure y'all take this time and follow him, tap in with him, and check out the shows he will be on tomorrow. What's up, Sin City, Robert?
Yeah, I stream between 12 and 5 p.m. Eastern. I mostly just be myself, just get creative things. Like I do lip singing, I listen to music, just vibe out, just conversate about people's lives, about different challenges they're facing. I actually talk about different, if kids, like conversational topics, like kids wear like uniforms in school or whatnot. We just have like debates and stuff like that in my stream. I do verses and stuff like that. And then I'm actually working on getting a Sin City game show. I'm in the process of getting that game show.
Like that. All right, Sensei. Steph, what can we find you? What you got going on?
Well, mostly I stream at night. Try to go early in the afternoon, but that never really works out very well. So I do stream at night, and I have a show on Sundays.
What time do you stream at night?
At night? Oh, wow. Like 10 or 11 Central. So it's like 11 or 12 Eastern.
Nice.
So really late.
What about your show?
My show is actually tonight at in an hour, actually. 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern.
Is it your feature show or are you a guest on the show?
It's my show. It's not featured yet, but it will be eventually.
Shout it out. Tell us about the show. You should.
It's called Connect with Steph. And basically we talk about things that affect people, in everyday life. Like tonight is grief and loss. We did anxiety and depression. We did stress. It's just different people's stories on how those things affect them and what helped them to get out of the, those feelings. So yeah, that's basically about it. For the
What
show.
time is that, Steph?
9 p.m. Eastern.
I tell you, you're a sweetheart, Steph. What's up, Whitty? What you got for us so we can close out the show?
The question is what?
When do you go live? When can we find you? And what do you got going on the app in upcoming days?
Oh, I'm almost always live. You can find me every day, all the time.
Okay. You got anything coming up?
Nope.
All right. Let's see. Do I got anything? You got nothing coming up? And she screams whenever she's got to catch me when you can. Schedule you most likely see her if you pop on and look. Is what she's saying. All right, all the guests, y'all get out the box. I'm having 2 admin get in the box and give their final thoughts. Thank y'all for doing the show. All right. And where's my other one? All right.